ice cold beers coming up.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
And when I say ice cold,
I like ice.
they
cold.
are ice cold. They've been sitting in the back of my car, covered in ice in a cooler for 3 hours. I don't know.
This one's shivering. Oh,
Yes,
come here, my
I'm
little
telling you,
cold.
it
My
is
little
cold.
morsel. Oh, it's so cold.
Isn't it the best though? Cold beer.
Yeah, well, especially with good beer. I mean, so we got at least 1 out of 2.
Well, we like the Yingling.
I tolerate it.
It's a good light beer.
I tell you what, I've had some IPAs recently, which I don't usually have.
Well, hold on. To clarify, this is Yingling Light.
Yingling
Correct.
Light.
Yeah.
So you prefer a regular Yingling?
You know, I didn't, I didn't mean to change the direction of what you were saying, but I for like a month and a half, 2-3 months, I was like digging the Yingling. I was like double fisting them. Oh, this is good shit. Buying case, and now I'm like,
Right. Well, you had 4 cases in 2 days, and you're kind of burned out on it.
yeah, I'm done. I'm like, well, I have a case in my refrigerator right now, and I won't even touch them. I mean, I brought 6-pack over here trying to get rid of them. But
I'm going to go out on a
limb.
limb here and say that if you have 4 cases of any beer, you won't like that beer anymore. In
Yeah.
2 days.
Well, my point is I've kind of lost the whole palate for beer. I'm going through a phase or something, which
We've done that before, where we just killed beer, and
yeah.
and there was a stretch where I really didn't drink much of it. I moved over to wine, and I like drinking wine anyway. My wife
I
and
love
I'll-
wine.
My wife and
I'm
I
not a
will go
wine
visit the
guy.
wineries.
Maybe at some point in my life I'll move on to wine, but I'm a
that's the
very
last thing
light
you
beer.
need.
If I want beer, it's a very light beer.
Yeah,
And bourbon.
yeah. We
You-
we killed the craft beers, and I have a hard time drinking those now.
You know,
Yeah.
they're not necessarily my go-to beers, but 2 beers that I enjoy, and just recently,
Bush.
is Heineken.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of mocking me, make fun of me a little bit. I mean,
I did win.
when we were at
No, that was Chuck.
that was that's
dudes
right, dudes
like-
without you.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awkward.
So I'm just another one of the dudes, a nondescript
So,
dude.
anyway,
I'm a placeholder dude.
I never grew up, or I shouldn't say, I don't have the experience drinking Heineken. Never. I mean, I've never really like, hey, I'm gonna get some Heineken.
You lived in
But-
Germany, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a Holland beer.
Yeah, he didn't start drinking until 8.
No, look,
Oh,
my
that's
point is,
right.
Yeah.
is I
That's
didn't
right.
start
He
drinking
was-
Heineken until just recently. I mean, every now and then you kind of like, oh, Heineken, the champagne or beers, whatever it is.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
No,
I thought
but
the champagne of beers was
it is Miller
Miller.
Genuine Draft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miller,
I mean, I
no,
misspoke.
Miller High Life.
No, Miller Genuine Draft was the
Miller Lite.
champagne.
It is?
I don't know.
I thought it was Miller High Life.
Miller Genuine Draft.
Coors Banquet.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Miller. Oh, it may be Banquet was Miller High Life.
No, it's Coors Banquet beer. Is not the champagne of beer. That's the
No,
little,
the
little squat
Miller
bottles.
Genuine Draft is the champagne of beer.
I think so.
Whatever. So
This
Heineken,
is something we could look up, Mr.
and
Producer.
then
We have
after
Google.
that was a refreshing beer that I can have anytime, including, this is odd, but including beer on ice with lime or lemon is
Oh,
Rolling,
yeah, you started that recently.
Rolling Rock.
I like Rolling Rock.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Oh,
enjoy Rolling
interesting.
Rock.
I wouldn't mind
Rolling
trying that.
Rock was
It's
a
very light and
splurge.
refreshing.
Rolling Rock was a splurge in college. So, like, if the parents came in town, it was Rolling Rock.
Yeah. My favorite beer of all time is an unpeated German beer.
German beer.
Wait, no, not maybe
Did
not
it come in
beer.
a twist cap?
All right. Hey, this is our
you're
last
leading
podcast.
into,
This is our last podcast of April, and we're late because of me. Unforeseen
It's actually
lateness.
May.
actually the first podcast of May, you beaner.
What is wrong with me?
I don't know.
I think it started
No.
age
It's
9.
May 3rd.
Oh, it's the first podcast of May.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what I meant.
So
That's what I
tomorrow-
meant. I'm
Tomorrow's
sorry.
like a fantastic day. It's like Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with
That's
you.
tomorrow.
May the 4th be with you.
Isn't that tomorrow?
That's
Yes.
correct. It's
Ah,
May
nice.
the 3rd.
So he's going to dress up like Leia.
I bet
He's going
he
to wear
will.
the little bikini.
Or Trans Solo.
Yeah. Oh my God! What the hell is that?
Did you like
Yeah, please
Han
don't
Solo
ever,
with a set of
ever.
boobs?
I even showed that to my wife. And I was like, "Oh, look, Chili, it's Trans Solo." And she didn't have her glasses on, and had just gotten into bed. And I go, "Can you see?" She
Images.
goes, "Yes, I can see. He has boobs."
Images.
Who sent you that? Oh, that was your dad.
Yeah, right. Anyway, all right. Yes, my bad. First,
Wow.
it's the
Dude,
first
why don't you-
podcast of May.
Hold on.
I've never seen
I'm
that
looking
before.
at our producer over there. What is wrong?
I don't know. We have Yeah, why do we
Okay,
have blurred images?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Select the word images right there. No. Just,
I'm not sure we want to see this.
this is such a beatdown, dude. Just click images.
No, don't do
I
that.
don't-
No,
Oh.
that's probably why he
Why
didn't
did
want
you
to
do
click on
that?
it. What a jackass! Get rid of that immediately.
God.
Yes, he is number one producer. Yes, he is a number one. All right. Anyway, the bourbon. Oh no, not even bourbon. It's a
It's
whiskey.
a whiskey.
It's a whiskey,
It's
and
a-
it's
Very different.
it's a German. It's Alpha Whiskey online shop.
What?
Oh, hold on. I was just reading that thing right there.
It is an unpeated German whiskey.
So I don't know what the significance of them adding it's unpeated. It's a single malt whiskey. It's almost in the category of I want to say
Scotch,
Scotch
almost.
almost. I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of tastes like it, but
Ooh.
so
I got to tell you, the nose is pungent, but
Yeah.
the
It's
the
very
finish is not.
Scotchish to me.
Oh God, the
Yeah.
nose is horrible.
Yeah.
But it does not taste like the nose at all.
No.
it kind of tastes like Scotch. So maybe, but Scotch is whiskey. Scotch whiskey.
Sure it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
interesting. So maybe this is a Scotch.
Maybe they can't. Well, maybe they just can't call it a Scotch because it's from Germany,
And it's unpeated.
right? Just like they can't call it a bourbon because it's not from the U.S., right?
Is that what? Is that
I
it?
don't know. Is Scotch only from?
Do they have a patent on the?
I don't
on the
know. I mean,
term
no one.
Scotch.
No, you can't make bourbon outside of the U.S.
That's true. Well, you can't call it bourbon.
Right. So I think this is a German Scotch, essentially. Is
Yeah,
it?
this is what it tastes like. To be
Correct.
honest.
And you know what? At Liquor King, it was on the Scotch section.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
All
so,
right, so
but
we're calling this officially or calling it a Scotch then.
it's similar to it. Yeah. I would
Okay.
think.
Well, it's not bad.
Well,
The note, like I said, the nose is horrible. The finish is would you call it sweet?
I'd
is there
say it's-
sweetness in it?
I'd say there's lots of grain, lots of grass, lots of.
man, it's a
Did we even-
Tobacco.
hold on. Did we say what it was? We said it's Eiffel
What's
It's-
Eiffel whiskey?
Eiffel German whiskey,
Without peat, right?
it's not.
un-
It's non-peated.
Non-peated.
unpeated,
Correct.
whatever that means. That means they didn't just dump a bunch of peat in there. That's
Well,
so
they-
gross.
that's
The
what the-
peated and unpeated.
Well, it's smoked, right? So they smoke. That's where the real smoky scotches
Flavor.
come from, right? Because they
Right.
smoke the barley and the malts and everything that before they.
And they put it in a box,
Correct.
and then they. Wait, no, that was your drink.
That
That
was my
special
old-fashioned.
drink you had
That
at
was
that
my old-
very expensive restaurant.
Well, it was good. It was tasty.
What did
All right,
he?
well,
he was-
I can't find where it's got a description of it, but you know what? Look, here's what I'm gonna roll with. This is a Scotch from Germany,
yes.
Yeah.
and it's okay. It tastes all right. Would I buy it again? No. Will I order it from
Jeff,
a store?
the bottle
No.
is being handed to you from
No.
behind. You can read that if you want.
No, I
It's-
can't read it anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Everything on here is what
It's
we've already talked
super
about.
tiny. Okay.
Yeah, I can't read.
All right.
it.
Well,
Well,
anyway,
it-
we're trying something different.
I picked it up because it was from Germany, and I was like, any kind of liquor that comes from Germany other than a schnapps, I was like ready to jump on it. So, but anyways, it's our finishing. It's our first,
German.
our first German single malt Scotch or whiskey that we put into our collection.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous that we're going to start going to other countries' scotches now.
Well, you know
Is
what?
that the trend
It's-
we're going?
It's May. It's spring. We're starting something new. We're turning a new page. It's May the 3rd, and I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
and I'm Jeff.
And
those
it was
dudes like
54
us.
degrees this
It
morning.
was great.
That was
Oh,
insane.
I stepped
my
outside. I mean, it rained
God.
last night, but I stepped outside to let the dog Duke, and
Yeah,
it was
well,
nice.
It's crazy. I walked the dog and had a freaking pullover on. I was
Yeah.
like, it's May.
I had my windows open all day.
Yeah.
We usually don't do that in May.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't walk my dog. I kind of like opened up the dog door.
Oh, I just kicked him out.
Yeah. Well, I didn't kick him. He goes out voluntarily.
So hold on, you never walk your dog?
I don't personally walk him. No.
Oh, do you have a dog walker?
I have a laser.
A laser.
You lasered his balls.
No, you take the laser and you make the dog run in circles.
Okay, that is brilliant.
So he's laying there
I
on
was
the
about to
sofa
be
just going like
judgmental
this.
until I kind of visualized that.
Oh, no,
So hold
in
on.
the backyard. In the
So
backyard.
you sit on the outside bench, or
Oh, dude, it's insane. You should see, not just my dog, and some cats too. You know, there's the dogs they go ape shit over it. You know, they'll sit there and run the. My goal is to run the laser to try to trick them to run into the fence.
They haven't done it yet, huh?
No, my prior the boxer did before he died. Lando.
From a broken neck.
No.
Or brain tumor, a contusion.
You just get him in circles into the dizzy, then you're like, you're just whack right into the.
So
Gosh.
mean. And you even
That's
get
good
some
stuff.
forearm exercise, I guess.
Oh
when you
yeah.
Just kind of waving your laser around.
Yeah, kind of.
Just stroking the laser.
Yeah, people in
Nice.
the neighbors, they're looking down at me, and I got my hand kind of like doing these little circles. And like, what is he doing over
What are you
there?
doing over there?
I think
Yeah.
I'm playing VR.
And then he just starts laughing. Dumb dog.
Well,
It's
that's
better
interesting.
than like 18-foot fires coming out of your backyard.
Yeah. Well, you know, these are all
Yeah.
normal thresholds that people go through life that dudes like us experience, and we have to share the story.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. Those were extreme. And
Yeah.
we've talked about that stuff before. I mean,
There's some big ones.
I
some-
think of the three of us, you're probably the one that has the neighbors that hate you the most. I'm probably second, and then you're probably third, Jeff. You're probably pretty.
well, he's
pretty
just
low
now
key.
starting to catch stuff on fire, but
Well,
yours hasn't got out of control yet.
no, yeah.
I actually put a recliner onto. I sat it on top of. It was a small recliner, nonetheless. It was a recliner. I just set it right up on the fire pit and just.
But that was toxic as shit. All that
Yeah.
foam and just
It went up quick, man. So it
fire
was only
retardant
toxic.
Yeah,
material.
I've had some fires. It was more just like incessant hours long of smoke that probably just smoked them out.
That just wafted right over the fence
Yeah,
into your
and
neighbor's
they
yard.
just had to leave and go to Applebee's for a couple
Oh.
hours.
There was a time Jeff and I were
But-
burning styrofoam. We
Oh,
got
that's
from
really not a good idea.
It was
and
bad. It was so
the
bad.
smoke was so there was so much smoke and
It was black.
it was so thick.
You were burning tires.
It was
Oh.
setting off the motion sensors
Oh,
down the alley. So you know how the lights would turn on?
yes.
It was so thick it was setting off motion
You
sensors.
did this at night?
yes.
Of course. You're not gonna do that during the day.
No,
the
you
police
would-
called in a second.
Yeah,
Who
it
could be
was-
that stupid,
was-
right? I mean, not stupid enough to burn styrofoam, but to do it during the
it
day.
was so bad. It was so bad.
Well,
It was still at night, and you could still see how black and thick it was.
Jeff and I
just
came in
billowing.
with smoky faces.
oh, I
we
bet.
look like buckwheat.
So the next morning, were all the houses completely black,
Just
all down the
soot.
alleyway? There's
Uh,
soot. Yeah, there was soot everywhere.
It was bad. I think Jeff and I lost about a year or two.
Oh, for sure.
Couple
Did you
nails in
smell the
coffin.
fumes?
Well, most of the time, 99% of the time, it was blowing the other way. But every now and then, it'd waft.
Oh, and
So
when
you're
it
having to
did,
yank the shirt up and run away because
Oh, my
otherwise you would inhale it. But we really didn't inhale it. It was usually blowing either straight up or down the alleyway away from us.
So you probably killed a couple rabbits, a couple outside dogs
I think there's
down the
definitely.
neighborhood.
The neighbors woke up.
Great.
There's like dead
All right.
animals all
So
over.
I'm gonna-
Yeah, everywhere.
I'm gonna go back to the
One of those apocalyptic scenes.
the
Maeve?
unpeated
Dead
Scotch
birds
here.
everywhere.
I'm actually the more tasting it, the more I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah, that's not bad. No, the
You
taste
know.
is fine.
So it's like I've never been a huge fan of Scotch, but we have a few bottles in our repertoire.
We do.
And we have tasted. And I went through a phase where I actually drank a shitload of pinch Scotch. So it's not like I hate Scotch.
Does pinch taste like this?
Pinch.
Well, it's Scotch. So I mean, plus it was so long ago, I don't really remember.
Scotch.
You know,
Pinch.
PINCH. It's a bottle that kind of looks like a football.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's a
kind of.
brand name. That's
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
oh, I'm
correct.
sorry. Okay, I thought that was a type of scotch.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool.
Well,
It's a
anyway, so
brand.
I just took a pullback now, and it's after it's been diluted a little bit. It's got a little bit. Again, I'm not going to go to the store and order this. I don't think you can. I mean,
I've never
German-
seen it before.
German Scotch. What is it called? Eiffel.
Now,
Eiffel-
where did you find it?
This was at Liquor King.
Oh, it was Liquor King. Okay,
Okay, it was Liquor King.
nice. Okay,
I mean, they may have it other places, but
What does Eiffel mean? That's got to be. Hold
that's
on.
the tower.
Well,
yeah.
the Eiffel
It's in Paris, France.
Tower.
It's a French Scotch.
Hmm.
made in Germany.
You know, we had a little run where we didn't have any new bourbons, and now we have like a whole.
We have a shit ton of them.
Yeah, now we have a whole bunch of new ones we need to
Huh.
try.
Yeah, we have.
So the Eifel's a plateau region in West Germany between the River Moselle and the Belgian
Look at
frontier.
you.
Look at that.
Look at you.
Yeah, we have this one. We have two 1792 bottle and bonds.
Okay. Now,
Which-
what's the difference between one's small batch, one's
No, both are bottle and bond, and
Yeah,
we went
one's
in Total
one's
Wine.
the starter and the other one's a backup.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
they're identical.
yeah, they're identical.
Okay.
It's one of
Okay.
those where you walk in and our bourbon guys at Total Wine will grab you. He's like this, and they said you need to grab that. So,
Oh, okay. Oh, so and you both together and you bought 2 bottles?
yeah, I got one. He got one.
Oh, well, was there a third bottle on the show?
They had a case of them. Though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lots of them.
Why
Oh,
weren't
that's-
you there?
Well, that's unusual.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go?
I'm pretty sure I just couldn't go.
No.
I don't know
No.
where I was. Where was I?
It was last Friday. You had a happy hour. You had to attend.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you were bonding with your.
I was happy houring with my.
How did that go, anyways? Did you drink your Monk and Coke, or Monk and Dr Pepper?
Actually, I just had some Jack and Coke, and we hung out at the 54th.
Did they drink Monk and Doctor?
No, they drank different things. They drink different things, beers and whatever.
Pina coladas.
Tequila.
No pina coladas. No, I think one of them drank some sort of signature drink, fruity signature drink.
With an
Oh.
umbrella.
Yeah, maybe.
What
And
did-
then one drinks wine. That's all she drinks is wine.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
signature drink, did it come like in a fishbowl, like the ones I
Yeah,
ordered?
it was like a big
A goblet.
Yeah, it was a big
With
goblet.
like 6 straws.
No, just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did good. Yeah, she didn't throw up or anything that I know of.
Oh,
Anyway,
but
we
you
always
said
have
you
it.
had
We
good
always have a
time.
great time. It is a totally mellow, cool group of. They are from India, and I worked
Oh.
with them
Yeah.
at my previous job, 2 jobs previous, and it was funny. One time we were all supposed to go to a company function, and none of us wanted to, and so we're like, "Tell you what, let's pregame at Raw." Have you ever been to Raw? That sushi place
It's
down
a
in
sushi
East?
joint,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, East Legacy. And we hung out there kind of, now we got to go to the company function, and we were doing sake bombs and laughing our asses off. And we said, no, we're not going to the company function. We're just hanging out, just the 4 of us.
Right.
And so we've done that now like 4 or 5 times, and we always say we're gonna leave it, okay, only from 5 to 7. And every single time we close down whatever place we're in, and they kick us out, or we
Right.
bar hop to another place. It's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. I like them a lot.
You should invite them to the podcast.
That would be interesting. They are all liberal. One of them doesn't say what she is. I'm pretty sure she's conservative. The other 2 are bleeding liberals.
So
Yeah.
were they born here or were they born over in India?
I believe they were all born in India.
So my question is, why would they be liberal? I mean, I don't know. What's the government in India? It's the caste system.
Well, they
isn't
don't.
it?
Modi, is it Modi? Modi is the prime minister, and he apparently is kind of like Trump-ish in India. He's conservative, and they can't stand him. So
Really?
yeah, so it's interesting because I think he is along the lines of Trump. But anyway,
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Yeah. Anyway, so very interesting. A very interesting outing every time. I'm with them.
Speaking about Trump, I did get my and you did too. The Truth Social
I did.
got it working today.
I did, and I started kind of, it's interesting. It automatically signs people up to follow you.
Correct. That's what I said. I've got like 16 followers. I was like, which one did I send you? Girls and Guns.
Oh, that was one that actually.
that was one that actually followed me automatically somehow.
Oh, that's
Because it
funny.
came up on my feed. I was like, wow, look
Yeah,
at that.
because Twitter wasn't like that. You had to go out and
Right.
follow. People just didn't like jump on and follow you, which is
Right.
brilliant though.
Right.
If you want to get connected,
Right. Well, you get experience to do things. I got experience.
Right.
Big boobs and guns.
Right.
They
and-
don't.
I
they
mean,
don't
who
have,
wouldn't want to experience
for
that?
I know.
Android, it's unavailable right now.
what is?
The
Truth.
app, yeah, Truth.
Oh, that's so awkward. What number
Yeah.
were you?
I don't even.
He
have
can't
a
even
number.
get a number.
He was 1,832,000.
I bet he's a lot more than that.
Well, you didn't. So
Because
you
I
never.
was- I
hold on,
was
you never got on the waiting
400,000.
list.
He can't even download it.
No, I don't. The app is unavailable. I don't have an iPad.
It's only available on iPhones. That's it.
Oh, and you don't have. Okay, my fault.
Now you're
I-
getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
I was
So you're one of those
400
idiots that have an Android.
I was 430,000, and it sat there for
Yeah.
2 months, maybe.
Oh yeah, long
3
time.
months. Because I signed up in probably early February, maybe January when we did that. Because you did it right before me.
Right.
And then whenever you did that, I was right behind you, but I was like 300,000 behind you.
Yeah, so I'm
So-
interested to know how many subscribers they have now,
I don't know.
and how many people are
And it's just like Twitter.
Oh, it's just like it.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
like it.
it's supposed to be. They're supposed to add a little bit more than just Twitter. It's going to be.
I haven't played with it too much.
I haven't
It's
either.
supposed to be, a combination of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's going to have everything. It's going to be similar to all of them.
I noticed that how the videos don't play on my phone. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I mean, usually you don't have to do anything. It
Well, you
just
usually
plays.
have to. I think you click out of it, and it takes you to the website. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to get my videos working in there. It wasn't doing that at first. So,
It takes you to Rumble. At least that one did, right?
there you go.
So DeSantis causes lib meltdown with response to Roe versus Wade leak.
Yeah, so that was a meltdown today. I don't know if you guys scanned any of the headlines, but on both sides of the aisle, this place was the country was melting down over this Roe versus Wade deal. So,
This picture.
yeah, our producer's being very creative. He's a graphic designer.
Well, it is, and what I read is yes, it's authentic, but it's not final.
Yeah, so I was speculating that I bet you they have whole teams. Every single Supreme Court has a whole team of people, and it wouldn't surprise me if, when in the cases they have coming up, they instruct their team to go research both sides of it, research the merits of the appeal, research, right, and put together material ready to go for whatever a decision might be.
Well, this was,
And it
this
doesn't
was-
mean they're going to decide that.
No, this is Sam Alito. He did the decision, and I'm thinking, okay, well, Sam Alito did it. Do each one of the justices write their
I bet you they
opinion?
do.
And his just
I don't know
leaked.
for sure, but I bet it would not surprise me if the team of every single Supreme Court justice
Right.
puts together potential papers
Right,
that never see the light of day because they look at it and they go, no, I don't like that at all. I don't agree with those arguments. Like
right.
they're given material.
Now the cat's out of the bag, and
Well, and that's why. Because
But that's what I don't understand. When you say what did they leak?
you know how there's usually one justice who writes the decision. Says, here's a decision on this case.
and then there's a dissenting opinion.
And there's a dissenting opinion that, if it usually
why they disagree with the
Correct.
majority opinion.
So walk me through this. So the leak happened because you're like, well, well, both sides are kind of.
and it's
fucked
never
up
happened
today.
before.
So
Never.
How is it on the left side is getting they're fucked up because they know they're losing, and the only way they can get ahead is by leaking it. Is that what you?
So, okay, just to talk about Roe versus Wade, right? That made abortion federally legal. That superseded states' rights.
Correct.
Okay. So this is overturning that, right? I think we all understand that, right? It's overturning that, and it would, in theory, push those
Decisions back down to the
decisions.
states.
Thank you. Those decisions back down to the states. So the left is completely freaking out because they were like, "I told you so." That's what the Supreme Court was going to do, and that's why now we should pack the court. And this Supreme Court is illegitimate. And I mean, they are going crazy over the
Right.
legitimacy of the Supreme Court.
Because they want the government, not the state level, to.
Yeah.
They want the federal government to run it.
They want
control
to basically what I'm hearing is they want to do a constitutional amendment to make this a constitutional right for women to have an abortion, because it's not. And basically, I think I didn't read his argument, Alito's, but basically what I was getting out of it is the Constitution doesn't. This is not a guaranteed right.
No.
And this Roe versus Wade was trying to kind of sidestep to make it a right to do this, and it's not a constitutional right.
Well, what's interesting is it's not even a right to abortion; it's a right to privacy. That's what they keep saying. It's the Ninth Amendment. The Ninth Amendment has something to do with the right to
I
privacy.
thought it was 14th.
Is it 14th?
I thought it was the 14th Amendment.
Okay. Well, they said something about the Ninth Amendment and specific rights, blah, 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 expressly protected by the Bill of Rights. All right, go to the 14th then.
All persons born or naturalized in the United States, subject to the jurisdiction thereof of the citizen.
All right, maybe
Maybe it's not 14th. I can't remember which amendment it was. But anyway, so it had to do with the right to privacy, and then that, and I didn't really understand how that correlates to, abortion, right? But I guess it's more like the my body, my choice. I don't have to tell you what I do with my body.
Correct.
I have the right to privacy. I can do whatever I want with my body,
Correct.
right? Which, of course, apparently doesn't apply to vaccines.
Well, hold on. The Fourth Amendment. Is it
No,
the
it
Fourth
does not.
Amendment? The right of the people to be secure in their persons, house papers?
No,
No.
No.
definitely not.
I heard the
that one.
14th earlier today, and it's related somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, the 10th. The right to privacy. Right to privacy within the Constitution that the ban on contraceptives for married couples violated that law or that right.
10th?
Yeah, the 10th. Yeah, Griswold versus Connecticut in 65. The U.S.
For
Supreme Court
vacation?
found that
Yes.
there was a right to privacy within the Constitution.
Cliff, what's his name?
It's a Cliff Clavin.
Clark.
Clark Griswold. That's right.
Clark Griswold.
Oh, Clark.
Clark Griswold.
Yeah,
That's a
and
Wally World.
That's what that case. It was Wally World versus Clark
All right,
Griswold.
So
With Christy Brinkley as the.
So the Democrats are trying to push to get the abortion set so that the government, federal, can control it at a federal level, and to grant women the right so that they can have an abortion.
Correct.
Now, currently, the way the law sets,
Nothing's changed.
but there are
Nothing's
conditions
changed.
in
Nothing's
which a
changed
woman
yet.
can have an abortion, right?
Sure, a woman can have an abortion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but in like all 50 states.
Correct. Well, that's
See,
starting to
that's-
change now too.
Well, see, that's the problem. Right now, it's kind of ambiguous. All right, the federal think they have some, parts of the federal government think they have the right to control it, depending on what side of the aisle. And then there's some states are trying to push their own laws, and it's conflicting. And so,
Well, Texas just passed something. I think
Correct.
either Alabama or Georgia did as well.
correct.
I think Texas again. I don't know exactly, but it's they outlawed up to a certain. They said if you're 12 weeks,
And they said after 6 weeks,
is it 6 weeks? I
Yeah.
can't remember. So
like
they're
heartbeat law.
yeah, after 6 weeks, no abortion. So they're putting limits on it, and
Yeah, but there are other extenuating circumstances that may overrule some of that, such as being raped, or
Yeah, I would imagine they have some sort of clause in there, but I don't know
Or,
the details of
something
the
incest or
Texas
something
law.
like that.
something that you can automatically detect where there's some sort of retardation, or I don't know what they call it in a
Mhm.
baby. They detect certain things that it could be
Yeah, I don't know.
precancerous or something like that. You're able to
Yeah, I
euthanize
don't
a
know.
child
I mean,
that
that's all. That always comes up in the argument about should you make it legal or not, or should
and
you
then,
make it?
and then you
but-
have these things where you have folks that are retarded, or what do they call that?
Yeah, I don't think
What's
they
the
use that
appropriate-
word
Yeah,
anymore.
what Down syndrome.
Well,
yeah.
that would just be special needs or
Whatever. So they have these kids that they can detect that while they're in the womb at a month old or 2 months old or something
Right.
like that. And then at that point, you have an option. Do you want to, spend the rest of your life tart sitting, or do you want to
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
So, Mr. Producer, look up California.
well, look, man, if you have a choice,
Look up
if you
California
have a choice,
AB
would you choose or
2223.
should not? I mean, if you have a choice, really,
Well, I have a
Y-
nephew who's down,
There you
that
go.
doesn't matter.
so I would
the
I
point
would
is-
not abort them. No.
But
look
if
at
you
that-
had
look
a
at that
choice
headline.
at a month, and
I-
you're just kind of like, well, you know what? There's no harm, no foul.
Well, there is harm. There is foul. You just ended a life. So
I have no real argument, but
So
see
scroll up.
that's the problem with this whole abortion thing. It's like
but
there's so much gray area. There's so much.
Well, this goes beyond
Okay.
abortion. Scroll up and look at
Yeah.
the headline.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the debate on the. Oh wow.
So they've passed something that you could kill newborns now.
Yeah. See that's just wonderful.
So
isn't
you
it?
can give birth and go, yeah, I changed my mind. I don't want it.
Yeah. What within what, an hour?
I don't know. My friend sent me
no,
this today.
that can't be right.
Oh, they have full term abortion.
Yeah. As soon as it comes out.
That's a real thing. It's crazy. It's
So
just absolutely crazy. It's infanticide.
Look, I'm playing devil's advocate on this whole thing. I don't really believe that the kids should be aborted.
Scroll down a little
You
bit.
know, that is the
Oh, stop.
argument on a lot of these people that.
I get it.
The California Welfare and Institutions Code. Perinatal means that period from the establishment of pregnancy to 1 month following delivery.
Oh my God. 1 month after delivery? That is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That can't be right. Are you serious?
Well, it says right there.
It sure does.
It says that they define perinatal because the bill says
Wow.
you can abort up to perinatal, which is, according to the California welfare, is a month after delivery.
Yeah, read the thing right after. It would invoke whenever a living, breathing human baby up to 1 month of age is killed. Golly.
Fucked up. That's fucked up.
That is
But
completely fucked up. That is
the issue there is that what is the definition of a perinatal? And that is where that's where
Well, this is the
it gets its
California
meat.
code, and this is the California definition.
No, because it says right there, but AB 2223 does not give a definition of the word perinatal.
Yeah, but the California Welfare and Institutions Code, Section
yeah.
1.4, describes perinatal.
Those are
means
two
the
different.
period.
Yeah, two different things using the word perinatal. One defines it, one doesn't.
Correct.
Both in California.
So it's vague.
I don't know. I
It's
think
crazy.
we should change the subject because this is pretty
Oh yeah,
pretty
no,
disgusting.
it is a very very horrible subject. There's it's gonna. Here's what's interesting to me. I don't understand why it divides the country along political lines. That makes no sense to me.
You're right. It doesn't. And it
Everything is
shouldn't.
these days.
I know,
Everything
but
is
why?
these days.
It absolutely
That has
shouldn't.
nothing to do with the role. Well, it kind of does have to do with the role of government, but it has nothing to do with all the other things like socialism and
Yeah,
this and that.
It has nothing to
But
do with
somehow it is right along the lines of Republican and Democrat.
Well, look at Biden. He says he's a practicing Catholic.
Yeah, devout Catholic.
Devout Catholic.
You
that. Well, you can't
cannot.
be one
You
without
cannot.
the other.
No way.
Yeah.
You cannot be a Catholic and be for abortion. Pelosi is too.
Yeah,
Well,
because the political outweighs the religious.
That's correct.
Is what's going on.
That's right. Because the people they represent are not Christians for the most part,
Right.
and they'll lose their votes if they're vocal about supporting abortion
Right.
or supporting
I think
pro-life.
that's why you're seeing it going down party lines. Is I'm not saying all Democrats are not Christians.
I mean,
but
there's a ton of Christian Democrats.
I know, but
A ton of Catholic Democrats.
it'd be-
Where are they on this issue?
It'd be interesting to talk to one of them. If you're a Christian Democrat, what's your take on this?
Right.
Does your religious belief or your political belief, which one holds more weight with you?
And guess what? There are a ton of atheist Republicans, and then there are a ton of atheist, non-Catholic but Christian that would be okay with abortion Republicans as well. You would think.
Right.
You would think is what I'm saying. I
Right.
just don't understand how these issues are
I watched
so.
a guy talk about how he can convince any atheist that he's not an atheist.
Oh, he can talk him out of it.
You know, the argument is pretty sound. He basically says, the argument that is, hey, look, he draws a circle. He says, all right, in this circle is all knowledge of everything.
Right.
And how much? And he says, currently in 2022, May 3rd, of all the knowledges that's out there on the planet, how much do you know?
Right.
If you were to make a little pie chart,
It'd be a pube.
Yeah. So it essentially,
Little tick.
so and then you kind of like, all right, well, if that's how much you know, then you don't know that much. So if you don't know that much,
Yeah.
then there's a chance that God does exist.
Right.
How could you say that he doesn't exist when you don't know?
You know what I think, though? I think atheists, some of them might think maybe there was some sort of supreme being that created the universe, but I think their point is they don't care. Like,
Right.
they're not going to live their life on Earth giving any recognition or live their life in any sort of religious way to show
Isn't that an agnostic more than an
Well,
atheist?
hold on.
that is agnostic.
But I don't think
That's what
because you're thinking as God as some sort of being out there.
yeah, just kind
You
of
know,
insignificant to their
I don't-
lives.
I don't think atheists feel that God is a being. I think that
No, they don't. They don't. You're right.
and I think that they feel that there's a spirit or an ether or some
Okay,
unknown
whatever.
thing, but I don't think it's a being or
Right.
I don't want to.
Which is fine. But I think my point is, in practice of the way they live their life, they don't they have no interest in showing worship or acknowledgement.
That doesn't mean they're not immoral. They don't have
It
ethics
does
or moral.
not mean that. It doesn't mean
Until-
that. I know
Until
atheists
shit
that are
hits the fan one day,
not bad people.
and
Right.
they have a horrible day, and someone dies, or someone gets cancer, or they're on their deathbed. Then
And then
all of a
suddenly they're
sudden,
like, "Hey,
they're like, I've never prayed before.
yeah, I'm
but,
thinking about it now."
I am reaching out to just about everybody at this point, just knocking on every door that's going to listen.
Yeah, a god or gods.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Or gods.
Raj, all of them.
Valhalla, because I'm watching The Last Kingdom right now
What is it?
on Netflix.
Is
It's
it
a,
good? Is it good?
What is
Oh,
it?
it's
Kal
great.
Kakan. What is the Indiana Jones?
oh, Kalima.
Yeah,
Kalima.
Kalima.
Oh, I just posted that one. That's one of the subjects. Kali Ma.
Kalima.
Dr. Jones. Hey.
Dr. Jones. He was in the news recently. The little kid.
Oh,
He
he's
apparently-
not little anymore.
Well, I know he took.
Well,
up-
actually, he may be little, but he's not.
well, he he apparently took like a 20 years off from Hollywood, and he's now back. And
Is
I was
he
like,
doing
okay,
Oh, I'm back.
I guess I didn't notice that he was gone, but that's a good point. He
is
was.
he, is he
because
working in Disneyland on the Indiana Jones ride where he's
I don't know.
He's in the,
yeah,
It's a Small World.
he's in one of those. costumes.
costumes?
But he apparently he was in a number of movies back then. It
He was in
wasn't
Goonies.
just okay. Goonies
He was
too.
in Goonies, I believe.
Are
Okay.
you kidding me? That was him?
Same guy, isn't it? Same kid?
No.
Same kid.
No.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Maybe we need to look him up.
Hey, pull
he's
up,
he's the kid on
from
Temple of
Indiana
Doom.
Jones.
Indiana Jones Temple of Doom kid.
I
Yeah,
don't
it was
know.
about the same time, wasn't it?
And I think he was
That
in
can't
some
be
other
the-
high-profile movies that you guys probably are not thinking about. And
Was
so
he-
I think
Was he Long Duck Dong?
no, he's not. No. And what movie is that? That's
16 Candles.
oh yes, Molly Ringwald.
Oh my God! It is the dude from Goonies.
Yeah, see?
Yes. Anyway, so this kid apparently had they were thinking he was gonna take off his career.
Yeah, short round.
It's the Kei Kwan short round.
Okay, yes, it is. All right. So what's happened since? He's apparently reemerged, is what I read. He's
Oh, yeah, for 92 basically to 2002. They're actually 2021. I mean,
Oh, but he had a lot of. He was in Cyndi Lauper. Those are music videos, but of course. But the
Okay,
Goonies was
yeah.
a big deal, so he probably just ran out of money.
Indiana Jones, The Goonies. No, he was on Nothing Is Easy, a TV series. But
Never heard of it.
I haven't either.
That
But
was some of the 80s.
and then he vanished. When he vanished in 92.
Well, he only vanished. He was in scene. Okay, so Tales from the Crypt. He was on one of those episodes.
He was Josh.
Josh. He was the Undertaker in the parlor. Josh is Jonathan Jonathan Kwan. And then 92 was on the Encino Man. And then Red Pirate.
Well, that was
and then-
really it. 92 to 2021 is
So-
kind of what they're saying.
But he's been chipping away.
I know.
You
I know. Not
there-
really. I
but
mean, there's
the thing
two
is,
little
if
roles
you're
there.
going to take
But
a hiatus, then there's a hiatus. To me, it looks like they were like, yeah, we don't want you.
that's not the way they were saying it. He walked away from Hollywood for some reason as a teenager or something. I don't know what he was.
Well, you know what?
But
Good for
anyway,
him. And you know why?
Well, I don't know the
Because
reason why.
The
but-
boy needs to. I think it did him good. Look, he made a lot of money with the Goonies. He probably paid for his education. Hopefully, he did get an education. He probably secured a nice, healthy, dream home, and was able to take care of his parents. And
I don't think he made that much money.
I don't think so either.
I hope he's so. I mean,
Not like Boris Becker.
Early to mid 80s, some kid actor. He probably got 20 grand for the movie.
you think?
Did you hear about Boris Becker?
Was he a
Did
tennis
he lose
player?
all his money?
He made $50 million over the course of his career, and he just got sentenced to jail for stealing. For stealing, yeah, he totally bankrupt.
Is this the tennis player?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
yeah. Boris Becker. Oh, he's like the greatest tennis player for Germany.
It was
From Germany.
late 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, late 80s, early
Oh,
90s.
he's won the Wimbledon like 5 times. I mean, the guy is incredible.
Yeah, Cincinnati has they did, I guess it's still there. They had a big tennis tournament where all the pros would come in. And I remember he was at a bar that we went to, and he was an ass.
Who, Boris Becker?
Yeah, he was an ass.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me, right? So here we go. He was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison on charges of hiding assets related to his 2017 bankruptcy. And that
Oh.
was this month. No, last month.
Yeah, but that's not stealing.
Well, okay. Well, sorry, not stealing. It was
It's fraud of some sort, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it was- hiding. Isn't that crazy? He made $50 million over the course of his career, all gone. Poof.
Yeah, you hear about that happening. Well, a lot of the basketball players do that.
It seems to happen more often than not.
Yeah.
And then when people win big, like massive lotteries, they have to declare bankruptcy, and then they have to go to like counseling to figure out how to get their money back in order.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man, that would never happen to me.
It wouldn't.
No.
What if you started buying mega yachts and a private jet?
I don't have that.
And pornos.
Hold on.
What if you
I
started
think
making
you got
pornos
something
that
Yeah,
flop?
Make your own.
Oh, so the red light district? I'd make the Irish Airlines. Or the green light district. Come on in here and sit on me, puppy.
This got weird in a hurry.
Did.
I'm sorry.
Sit on me, Shamrock.
This looks like you've been thinking about this. So you're saying if you won a $20 million lottery, you would
You start a porn
I
company.
didn't say that.
A porn
Jeff
airline.
did.
porn airline. Really? You think that would be a big draw?
Yeah.
You'd probably be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like Jeffrey Epstein's plane,
Ooh, easy now.
wouldn't it?
I don't.
I guess
not my plane.
So when you're in an
My
airplane,
girls are going to be of age.
so if you're like if you land in the U.S.,
Wow.
everyone's closed.
Only the best.
But as soon as you're up in the air, out of American airspace,
Oh, you're international
debauchery.
airspace.
my bitches better be wearing some jimmies.
It's like when a cruise ship leaves international waters or goes into international waters.
It's
They
anything.
open the casino and all this crazy shit happens.
Yeah,
the poles come out, and the flight
floor,
attendants get
This
stripped
alarm
down.
goes off. Earned. All these poles start rising up out of the floor. Very nice.
All the chairs turn into like benches.
in
and-
every room.
Good Lord. See, that's how you go broke. No.
Did you hear that? Bill Gates, he said because he met with Epstein multiple times. Remember?
Yeah. Wow.
And he's been
Yeah.
implicated as being shady, right? And he was like, "It was a huge mistake."
Yeah, it was a mistake.
That's
and,
what he said. That
it was a
Yes,
huge
that-
mistake because you got caught.
It was a huge mistake, and it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Know what he said?
No,
Yeah.
he did not say.
Yeah, he
that.
did.
Oh, that's not the quote. The quote I saw was, "It
No.
was just a huge mistake. I made a massive, huge mistake."
Heard him say it.
But he's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Which means my people took care of him,
yeah. He got whacked.
and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But he's dead now.
He was totally whacked, dude.
yeah. Well, Epstein's brother's whacked now. There was some other dude that was whacked that was related to the whole Epstein thing.
I mean, didn't they discipline the guards for leaving their post? Something
they
happened
fell
with-
asleep.
Well, no, I think they left, and then they got disciplined for that, but that was it. Like nobody, like
I don't know.
Shame on you for taking a poop.
I don't know.
unbelievable. He so got whacked, and
Oh, yeah.
somebody made a lot of money on that deal. Those guards or whoever, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you never know, and just you know what? That's just the thing.
And you'll never know.
They're
They'll never know. Nobody wants to know. That's the
No.
thing.
well.
That's
Actually,
the
that's
thing.
not true. People do want to know.
Well,
but it's
Well, the
just-
powerful people don't want to know.
Not the Department of Justice.
well, there's all kinds of shit out there that is going on. I mean, just the fact that Hillary Clinton's fucking walking around, after bleaching her computer.
Your
you know,
anus.
Right.
Yeah, it just
I mean, the way this thing works is
no
right.
one is held accountable.
Right. The way this thing works is
On both sides of the aisle.
If the
Correct.
Department of Justice even looked into it, let's just pretend like they did. Right. They're looking into some billionaire, and the billionaire says, "Are you sure you want to do that? Because I was with Hunter Biden when I did this, and
Right.
Joe knew all about it. And how's that going to come down on your career,
So,
Mister
Hunter Biden's
Mister
business
Department of Justice?
partner
Blah blah blah."
had
Right.
frequented
that's the way it
the
works.
White House like 19 times.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
And
That's going nowhere.
yeah, of course, it's not going to go anywhere. But he still frequented the White
I know.
House, not even with Hunter,
Right.
to meet Joe.
Right.
It's not going to go anywhere because
Well, they're saying if the Republicans win the Senate and the House, which is like looking like a totally going to happen, they've already lined up. They have a list of the investigations that they're going to do. It's going to get ugly.
Yeah,
Like,
but it won't
I
matter.
mean, just as ugly
because
as what the Democrats have been doing. There's going to be.
Well, yeah, but
unless
this one
Trump
seems-
wins,
this.
We're not so sure. Are we so sure that Trump's going to run?
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I'm not so sure on that one.
Who are you going to get to run?
I don't think DeSantis is going to run either. So
I think Trump is kind of a shoe in. I mean, who the
If-
hell is going to take his spot?
if he
Everyone
decides,
is counting on it. You know, they
I
got
don't
all
know.
these little stories. Like there was something that
I think
populated
Mitt Romney
on,
should run.
like Putin.
either Mitt Romney or
This-
who's
There's
who's
these fake
the
stories
daughter
that
of the
popped
guy
out.
that
McCain.
McCain. Oh,
So
my
there was two fake stories that are upsetting because of all the fires at these food processing places. They were saying that the secretary or the secretary of agriculture, Timothy McWeave, Miss Witch, whatever fuck.
Vilsack, I think.
Yeah, Ballsack. There you go. He was arrested by the military police.
But was that a proven story? You found that on
It
TikTok?
was not. It was not proven. I looked everywhere. We couldn't find shit about it. You know, and it's still unproven.
The fake story.
It is fake.
Well, we have we have the Ministry of Truth now. That will
Yeah, we can look up on the Ministry of Truth.
yes.
Yeah. Well, and then in addition to that, there's another one that just came out, which is a big bombshell. Is that Putin had a telephone call with Donald Trump and how he was talking about how he was some of the reasons why he was invading Ukraine was to free these kids. Yeah, he freed 35,000 kids that were enslaved as sex slaves over 30 locations throughout the Ukraine.
Well, he's
Putin.
killed just as many people though.
I was going to say he's probably killed way
Including
more than that.
kids.
Agreed, including kids. But still, my point is that these stories keep coming out.
Right.
And you know,
What do you believe?
Look, we're talking about we have the czar, the media czar that's supposedly being created by Biden that wants to start controlling, the false narrative, not necessarily the false narrative, but
the Ministry of Truth.
Misinformation.
And you know what?
Basically, an opinion that's different
Part-
than mine.
Part of this, I'm for because listen, hear me out. The fact that those stories came out about the Secretary of Agriculture,
Right.
and then the Putin thing. And look, it's not like I want the misinformation czar to come in here and start bitch slap. I want, if that's there, I don't want them deleting it. I want them to go after the people that are producing the misinformation.
Yeah, but that's not what's going to happen.
Okay, but I'm telling you,
I love the idealistic. The idea behind it is great, but it's never going to be anything but corrupt.
Well,
Oh.
especially this lady. She's a freaking nut job.
Oh, she's already a psycho.
She's super
singing
woke
like
piece of shit.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but Biden and Trump are fighting in the Oval
Yeah,
Office.
she's singing or
my
something.
Oh, she's got several songs out
Yeah,
there.
Oh, yeah.
what? Really? How can you take anybody seriously like that?
Well,
She actually sings really good.
Well, she should be on Broadway. She shouldn't be doing this shit. And,
Yeah.
and this whole Mayorkas trying to pump her up. Well, she's the authority in misinformation.
Oh my god!
I'm like, how do you become an authority in that? For
no,
one thing,
you don't.
It was what was the guy Jim
Gaffigan,
not Jim Caffey, you son of a bitch.
Jim Jordan.
Jim Jordan. I think I shared this with you. He was like talking in court, and he was like talking about this lady. It's like, isn't this the lady that said that Russia was good to go? Didn't she approve that one that was okay? And what was the other one? The Russia.
Oh,
and
the
then
Hunter laptop.
Biden.
Yeah, the laptop.
So those were two major things that Jim Jordan brought up. That she said, no, this is good.
She said that's not true.
No, she said that.
Right.
Well, she authorized that to pass through.
Yeah,
the
which means
limits.
she's just a partisan liar.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
just
she's
a
a hack.
hack.
She's a total hack.
Yeah. The only good thing I hope she's got going for her is a nice set of breasts. What is her name? See if we can't pull up her bathing suit.
What?
What is her name?
Her bathing suit?
I've seen her. See if she put in a bathing suit or something like that. Well, see if she's got some good qualities.
Oh my god!
I'm sure there's already
that-
nude pictures of her out there.
All right, well, let's look on that. So, what is her name?
But they're deep fakes.
I have no idea. I don't know. I
They're
don't know
deep
what her name
fakes
is.
with Joe
All right.
Biden.
All right, so misinformation.
Misinformation. Yeah, we lost our
Bored,
producer.
isn't it?
He gave up on us.
The governance board, Homeland Security. Oh, and another thing, this misinformation thing is part of Homeland Security.
Yes,
So
not good.
well, that means it's going to be able to bypass
Yeah.
some laws. I mean, this is like right next to the Patriot Act.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not good at all.
What is homegirl's name?
I don't know, who has been tapped to run the Department of Misinformation or Disinformation. I don't know what her name is. Anyway, so we can look it up and circle around with that.
I'll continue, Logan. It says a partisan fight breaks out.
Yeah, she's psycho though. That's why.
Yeah, there she is.
There it is.
Oh, Nina Jankowicz.
There you go. Meet Biden's new Ministry of Truth. Minister of Truth at the DHS. No, you got it. You got it.
Nina Jankowicz. How old is she?
I don't know.
Well,
She looks like she's in her 30s, maybe 36. I would peg it.
I don't know.
She's the same height as.
She was born in 88 or 89.
God.
Oh, that puts her older than that. No, it doesn't.
Early 30s.
Early 30s. Yeah. All right, well, let's hear a clip of her singing. I mean, that's got to be what our listeners want to hear, aren't they? I mean, she apparently makes her little political statements while
Well,
singing.
she's young. I mean, she's 32,
I mean, what is
33
she?
years old.
Is she like on Sesame Street? I mean,
She went to Bryn Mawr College in
yeah, I don't.
Baltimore.
I don't know what she sings about, but whatever. Actually, I don't want to hear her.
She sings a lot of. Actually, here, top left.
No, that's Greg Gutfeld.
Yeah, but she's singing there though.
No, probably not.
No, he's talking over her.
Here.
What a nightmare.
All right, we'll type in singing after that.
What a nightmare that this is happening in this country.
And I thought Jen Psaki was supposed to be quitting soon and moving to CNN.
Yeah, she is.
Or MSNBC.
And they're tearing her up for that being a conflict of interest.
That's another one where she wants to be rich and famous. I saw that one too.
This is my simple Christmas wish, rich, famous,
simple
and powerful.
Christmas wish.
Ever since I was a baby, I have had one dream in mind.
All right, so you want to invite her to your karaoke parties, right? That's about it.
Finally come true. It's a simple wish that everyone has had from
I'm
time
done.
to time.
Kill.
Yeah, get rid of it. I don't even know why we're
Yeah,
listening
I don't even want
to
to listen to the other one now.
It doesn't even make any sense why we're listening to that. Okay.
She sucks.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she did sing well. I mean, it's not just that.
But
It's
that's not
it's
the point.
It's
This isn't a
spirit
singing
behind the
contest.
whole
This is
thing. I
her
mean,
being qualified to say what's truth and what isn't truth,
Yeah.
which is crazy. How can anybody even be in that position?
Yeah.
All right,
You-
we gotta
you
move
order-
on.
She's the authority in it.
Well, yeah, she's not the authority.
Apparently.
You can't be the authority of something like that, being so young, because you have to have wisdom. You know, and I don't think that you can have wisdom and of that stature.
But you
being
can't be
so
too.
young.
You can't be too old either, right? Pelosi's too old. Biden's too old.
I don't know.
What do you do? We got to move on.
Shoot them all.
Politics is just beating us down.
It's miring us down.
It is. It really is. Hey, let's talk about the
Eiffel
draft.
Whiskey edition 2019. Talk about what?
The NFL draft.
Yeah. Was there any exciting?
Was there an NFL draft? Or
There was. It was last
Wow.
weekend.
what
My
draft did you come
Bengals get a meh. Not too
I
excited.
think we had a great. So the Titans traded A.J. Brown.
I heard the
God.
Titans draft was one of the worst.
No, I heard it was an A- after 2 days.
No,
No,
I heard
whatever.
it was one of the
so
worst.
was your freaking.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I read.
That's not what I read at all.
Well, you read what you wanted to read.
No, I didn't. I didn't go to the Titans
You went to
website.
the fans.
I went to
Tell me that it's good. .com.
Titans Good Draft 2022. No, I just looked up team drafts, team draft grades,
Yeah. Well,
and they
maybe
gave them
it was.
they gave them an A-, just so you know.
Well, I thought they picked the first one, and I saw everyone going, "Oh, the Titan fans are hating this," whatever. So
We did get an interesting quarterback pick, Malik, somebody that went way past what everybody thought he was going to do.
right,
You know what I'm talking about?
right.
Oh, here we go. We got the team grades right here. All right, scroll down. Oh, let's walk through it. All right, Cardinals got an A-, Atlanta B+. Okay. Baltimore A,
Dallas Cowboys got to be.
Buffalo A. Oh God, the Bills don't need to get any stronger.
I know.
Apparently, everybody got an A. Panthers got an A. Bears A-, Cincinnati Bengals A-, Browns B.
Well, let's just.
Ooh, there's a B for the
There's
Cowboys.
a lot of.
Cowboys have
There's
sucked.
there's such a lot of. There's a lot of talent out there.
Apparently,
I mean,
everybody's got a great draft.
Yeah, it has to do more than
Ooh,
just
the Colts
talent,
got
man.
a
Colts
C.
got a
It's
C.
That's
it's
the first C
chemistry.
that I've seen.
So just because you get a great draft doesn't mean that they're going to work out with the team because
Oh,
you
that's-
have to have chemistry.
That's 100% true. Yeah. Seriously, every team has an A. I've seen one C so far.
I know.
All right, keep going. This
Watch the Titans have like a D.
oh, Patriots got a C plus.
I heard they had a really bad one.
the Titans probably got an F according
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah, well, the Tennessee
Saints got
Titans,
a C. Giants A. Keep going. Let's see. A.
I heard
keep
both
going.
New York teams had good ones.
A. Bunch of A's. A. Apparently,
Well,
people are
in
drafting
round
better.
one, you picked up a Traylon Burks, wide receiver.
Okay, we have 3 C's so far.
Cornerback, off tackle.
That's the Seahawks got a C. Bucks got an A.
You round
A.
3, you got a quarterback.
I don't- I
Tennessee
don't-
Titans got an A.
I don't
Just so you
believe
know.
it.
They did not.
Yes, they did.
Dude, it may say that, but they're full of shit.
What do you know?
I'm
You-
looking at your fucking the Tennessee. I'm looking at
Oh,
the Titans right here, and the
and you are
top
going to
picks-
pretend you're going to pretend like you know who any of those people are.
I'm looking at the grades right here, and I'm looking at B, A minus, A plus, B minus, C plus, B plus. That does not equate to an A if you take an average.
Oh,
all right.
wow.
So it's just a bunch of wishful thinking, just like your
Whatever.
team's gonna win.
You know what? What's amazing is why you hate the Titans. I
They
have never
they
understood
T-
that.
Tennessee at the B.
They're my nemesis.
Why? We're not even in your division.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It's because dudes.
The people you should
like
hate
you.
are the
Giants,
Giants
the
and
Redskins,
the Eagles and the Commanders. What are they now?
Those are the Redskins.
Oh, my
yes.
God.
Oh, you're a holdout.
Yes, I'm a holdout.
Are you a holdout for the Braves
And
too?
it's
The Guardians.
no, the Braves haven't changed their name, have they?
Yeah.
They're the Atlanta Braves.
No, they're the Atlanta Guardians.
No, that's Cleveland Indians changed.
Oh, my bad. I can't keep up.
Yeah,
So Cleveland Indians changed to the Guardians. What are the Braves going to do?
I don't think they should do anything.
Do you know how many Indian teams there are at every level? High school, college.
I think 8.
I mean, who cares?
There's 3. And
I'm so sick
three
of
have
Well,
been
basically,
changed.
what you're doing is you're erasing Indian.
You are.
And
whatever.
What about?
Acknowledgement.
We are. We are
All right, well,
canceling. We're canceling
Let's
Indian
dive into this.
Indians from.
Let's
from
dive
our,
into this. Let's pull out every freaking team name and let's try to break this all down.
the Seminoles.
Who gives a shit about the Indians facts? Let's
The
just talk
Chiefs.
about the Chiefs. Okay, but let's move on. The Steelers are those are a bunch of white people, right?
Factory workers. Bunch of factory workers.
Oh, so is that racist?
The
Because
Jags. What are they trying to say?
What?
The Jaguars.
Uh,
It's an animal.
That's a car, right?
Yeah. well, So
Is it a car? An
Yeah.
animal?
all right. Well, was that Jaguar supposed to be representative of something?
I'm just kidding.
Is it because it sounds like something?
Well, are you trying to find other racist?
Patriots.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for
Patriots?
that one.
Is that
Oh.
a white one?
God,
Oh God! Look
Dumb.
at Patriots.
Raiders.
Oh,
Those were Vikings that enslaved everybody.
how about
That's right.
Vikings? Talk about a bunch of white
Oh, I forgot about the
Privilege.
Vikings.
Or the Houston Texans.
The Buccaneers.
son of a bitch. What about their bucking
Buccaneers.
feet?
Yeah, the Buccaneers. Think about it.
The bucket feet.
The what?
Nothing. That was just
Is that a bad
That's
joke?
bad.
it was a bad joke.
What about the Browns?
Yeah. What about the Browns?
What
Bunch of
exactly
underwear
are the
stains.
Browns?
It's the last name of their owner, creator, Mike Brown.
Was he a racist?
No, he had brown stains in his underwear.
No, his name
Nice.
was Mike Brown. He created the Browns.
What a boring ass helmet. Did you see the helmet?
The
Hi, we're
Browns?
the Browns. What's your icon?
It's an
Just
orange.
brown.
Some weird orange.
It's an orange. Then he moved to Cincinnati and created the Bengals.
So we're trying to come up with other controversial mascots that aren't
And
controversial.
the Dolphins.
Used to have, yeah, the Dolphins. Used to have the
Seahawks. Very controversial.
used to have the
Wow.
Washington Bullets. Remember that?
Oh, they changed it though.
They're Washington. I don't even know what they're called now.
The
Wizards.
Wizards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was about 10 years ago.
And
they
that's
changed.
isn't that witchcraft?
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that's got to be
And
black
they got
magic.
lots.
Black magic wizards.
They got lots of what is that?
Green Bay Packers,
Yeah. Well,
Cowboys,
Hold on. So what are the Packers? Are those like people that pack up your house?
meat Packers.
Meat
right?
packers.
Oh, meat packers.
Yeah.
Yeah, meat packers.
And the Tampa.
So you're safe with animals.
Yeah. Well, Falcons. Well, you get the Vikings, the Packers.
Chargers.
What about the Titans? I mean, are those?
It's just a Greek thing.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like a different country.
Were they racist?
I don't know.
Racist Titans.
They had a bunch of slaves.
Well, look at the Buccaneer helmet.
The Greeks. The Greeks had a bunch of slaves.
I mean, they did.
Oh my God! But it's not about the Greeks. They're not like Greek people.
I mean, it all depends.
It's Prometheus? Who were the Titans anyway? The Prometheus and
Prometheus.
weren't they the parents of the gods? The Titans were the parents of the gods. Did you guys remember your Greek mythology?
You're correct. Yeah, the Titans were the. Yes, you were
It was
correct.
Zeus and Athena were the children,
Correct.
right? And then their parents were the Titans.
Yeah, I used to know this.
Yeah, you're supposed to know all this stuff.
I used to know this.
The,
The
Greek,
Titans were the pre-Olympians.
So you have like
the
Earth,
original Greek gods were the Titans.
your anus.
My anus.
just yours.
Oh,
The-
just my anus.
The Titans included Oceanus, Tithys,
There we
Hyperion,
go.
Thea,
See?
Coeus, Phoebus, Cronus,
Architeuthus.
Cronus. No,
Cronus.
Architeuthis.
Rhea. I don't know how to say that one. Mnemosyne,
Nah,
Phemius, Crius, and Lepidus.
Mnemosyne. The Oracle of... Golly, this is detailed shit. Oh, Zeus slept with her. Look at that.
Was his
9 days with
Nice.
Zeus. God, what's wrong with her? He's got to be
I
much
bet
younger.
He rocked her world.
Yeah,
man.
much younger guy.
Imagine clapping that cloud.
Anyway, so they overthrew the Titans, and then they became the gods. So that was that was Zeus and Athena, and gosh, who was the? It doesn't matter.
Perseus. Yeah.
Greek mythology.
I remember in 7th grade, in middle school, you had, we called it LA, Language Arts, which was
Yes.
an English class, basically. In 6th grade, we had our standard. In 8th grade, we had our standard Language Arts. But in 7th grade, they took Language Arts away and made it about Greek mythology.
And look how far that's gotten you in your career. Give us 10 examples of how that's furthered your career,
I understood Clash of the Titans better.
right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And that was a dinner with your boss, and you got
correct.
promoted.
Was that the Queen version?
Queen version? No.
I thought you said clean. I thought you said clean version.
Right.
Oh no, that's Flash Gordon.
Yeah, it was Flash Gordon. Yep, you're absolutely right.
What's wrong with you?
But hey, look, man, we have a short show for the first half, so that we can come back and have a regular show for the second half.
And still gorge ourselves during the
And
intermission.
We will try to gorge ourselves. All right.
Right.
Well, we had a fruitful single malt Eiffel Whiskey Edition 2019, which we'll put up in the rack for some sort of Scotch lover to participate later on. Dudes Like Us, first half, first show of the May. I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jeff.
Suck it.